Alright, we are doing the pigtails. So what we're going to start with is we're going to part our hair. You're welcome if they have a natural part on their hair on the side to do that so it's not just straight down the middle. And so I'm going to do hers starting a little bit on the side. I'm going to go down, and as soon as I get to the back of the head, I'm going to transfer over and go down the middle of the back of the head. And kind of make our part. I'm just going to brush that over. So it goes to this side. So we have our divide in the hair. And we want our pigtails to be right on top of the head. We don't want them low or where we can't see the bows. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to brush these out to where I can get them all the way up on top of the head. If you need to bobby pin any extra hair, feel free to do so. If they have bangs, we do want all those out of the face. You can get creative, you can braid, you can just bobby pin them back. Whatever you need to do to keep those up out of their face. We want no bangs at all. That way when they're walking they don't touch anything. So we're going to put this one up. That one's done. We're going to come over and do our second one. And same thing, we're just going to use our brush to get them high on top of the head. We want to make sure they're even. Put that there. You can always adjust these as soon as they're in their ponytails and pull one way or the other if you need to, if they're crooked. So I think I'm going to pull this one just a little bit this way. And turn it to the front. So we have those there. And next we're going to put in our bows. And we want our bows facing the front. So I'm going to start with the back of the bow and press it on the head. And then wrap the elastic underneath the rubber band that you use to hold up the pigtails. That way they stay in nice and tight. So there's one, one's nice and looking straight forward. Second one, same thing. Make sure the rubber band is underneath the one you used to put up the original pigtail. We're going to look and make sure they're straight. Now, we're going to do curled pigtails. You can use several different methods. You can do sponge rollers, you can do wands, you can do several things. Wands are what I recommend. You don't have to fight them at night to make them sleep in them real fast. As long as you get a ceramic barrel, it's not going to hurt their hair. You do not want metal that can burn it. But as long as you have ceramic, you can hold it on there for 12 minutes and it won't damage the hair. So what we're going to do is I have my wand, and you can get these at Target, Walmart, whatever store. They're about $20, $30. And I'm just going to take sections of the hair, and I'm going to wrap it around my barrel. And be careful not to burn yourself, but you want to hold the edge of the hair, and it doesn't take long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have nice curls. We're going to do that for the whole pigtail. You can do smaller or bigger sections depending on the thickness of your hair. My cord's got there. And so, just judge with the thickness of your child's hair of how many sections you want to do. So again, I'm holding the end, making sure not to burn my fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let it go. And I'm probably going to do 2 more curls. And I'm doing pretty big sections, but you choose what you can do. What we can do later is tease them and separate them out. So while you only have to spend the time to curl for, it'll look like you have a big, nice head of curls. And peace. And last one. And hold them only onto the end. Make sure you don't burn your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take my teasing comb. You can give these a spray. You can take the ends of them, kind of back comb to where they all look nice and fluid and not piecey or anything else. That way they all look like one nice pretty curl. And you can just pull them apart and it'll turn into a whole bunch of different curls. I'm going to tease actually a couple of the top ones, that way they stick up nice and tall. But we do want to make sure our tease looks nice and neat on the top. We don't want to leave it messy. But that's one side done. And you can spray it and it should stay for the whole competition, and we're just going to do the exact same thing to the other side. So I'm going to start with the bottom section this time. What you can do is you can flip this top piece just over the bow, and the bow will hold it for you. I'm going to take my curling iron and I'm going to start and put it there and just wrap it around and hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let go. And again. Wrap it around. And this is our smaller section because we had our part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to do some small curls just so we have 4 on each side. And you can make these as small or as thick of sections as you want. There we go. And last one. But this can be done really quickly in the mornings. I know we have early mornings, but this way you don't have to spend hours getting those ready. You could probably do, it takes about as much time as it would just taking out the sponge rollers to get this done. So I'm going to do a little spray, and I'm just going to tease these back ones so they stay nice and tall and look very full head of hair. And that way they stick up. And again, just separate the curls, and you can separate it as many times as you want. And then we just check, make sure any kind of flyaways in the back you can spray and pin up and they'll stay. But this is our finished hair chick look.